Hey everyone, Mr. Nathan here. I'm just going to do a quick tutorial for the song Stitches by Shawn Mendes. If you've watched videos on this channel before, one of my goals is to make a lot of songs more approachable. We go all the way from playing songs exactly how they're written and performed, but then also going the other way to where maybe you don't have the skills to play it the way it's written, but maybe there's a way to do it. And this is kind of one of those videos. The capo is such a useful tool for guitarists, especially for beginner guitarists, because it allows you to play these open chord shapes like, an E minor, a D, a G, a C, those kinds of shapes that you learn when you're beginning guitar. And it allows you to play these chords that maybe would be beyond your ability without the capo because you'd have to do a bar. So the capo is super helpful and super useful, especially for the beginner guitarist. What I'm going to do is kind of give you a very simplified version of this song, pitch shifted, so it's not in the exact key. I think we could move the capo up, but we're basically doing it in B. What we're doing here is we're going to play an E minor shape or an E minor chord, D, G, C, and you could play those. And you plucking, and plucking is something that we'll be using in this song. But if we hear this song, we're and I'm really just using my pointer, middle, and ring on the bottom three strings, and my thumb is plucking the root note. But here it's even more simplified. So in E minor, because we're selecting certain strings, you don't even have to fret anything. So there you go. If you're starting out guitar and even the E minor is hard, here you go. Nothing. And then what we're going to do is actually play a version of a D, which uses a C shape. So if D is okay, do D, but you can also take your C shape if all you've done is a C, and maybe you don't know a D, move the C shape up here to what is now, it's going to be the 9th fret, but basically it's our kind of 5th fret, right? And then the G, we don't even have to do a full G shape. You can literally just put your ring finger on what is now the 3rd fret of our 6th string. Do that. You could do your pinky maybe to have that octave. And then the C, you don't even need your middle finger, just ring finger and pointer. So kind of bare bones, full chords. And that's for the main verse and the chorus, so that comes around. The kind of turn or pre-chorus is C, D, E minor, and stays for another measure. And now here's the simplified, just ring and pointer, then nothing. Ring and pointer. And then it goes back to the chords that we were doing before. So this is just an example of how, especially if you're plucking, you're selecting certain strings, so you don't even necessarily need to do all of the notes in the chord. So if you're a beginner guitar player wanting to play a song like this, there's ways to play it to where maybe one of those notes is hard for you to fret. There's a way to play the song and have fun playing it without having to get there. And obviously, like we talk about on this channel, you want to progress so you can play these chords the way that they were written and the way you see them performed. But there's no reason if you're stuck and you can't play it that way that you can't enjoy playing these songs by using a capo, selecting certain strings to pluck so that you can use the notes that are more comfortable and maybe you can keep working on those other ones. So Shawn Mendes, Stitches, one example amongst many, many others, and maybe you have songs you want to be broken down like this. Comment below so I know what you're trying to learn, and then I'd be happy to make a video for you so you can play the songs that you love. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.